A wave of Russian strikes left 23 people dead in Ukraine. Here's the latest news. At least 23 people, including 4 children, were killed and at least 18 others were injured in a wave of Russian missile attacks in central Ukraine on Friday. The death toll will likely continue to rise, officials said, and rescuers are still searching for missing children thought to be under the rubble of a struck apartment building in Uman. There were 46 apartments inside one of the buildings that were hit, of which 27 were completely destroyed, according to the Minister of Internal Affairs Igor Klimenko. The strike, by a Russian Kh-101 cruise missile, is thought to have caused the highest number of civilian casualties in a single incident since a missile struck an apartment block in Dnipro in January. President Volodymyr Zelensky offered condolences to the victims' families and said the missile attacks underlined the country's need for modern military aircraft. If you're just now catching up, here are other headlines you should know. Ukrainian shelling. The self-declared Donetsk People's Republic said 9 people were killed in shelling by Ukrainian forces in the city of Donetsk. CNN cannot confirm the reported casualties, but unofficial Telegram channels published video and photos of extensive damage in several areas of the city. Deported children. Zelensky says he appealed to his Chinese counterpart, President Xi Jinping, this week for help returning Ukrainian children who were deported by Russia. Denied visit request. The U.S. State Department said it was deeply disappointed that its request to visit detained Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich in May was denied. The Russian Foreign Ministry on Thursday said it rejected the request in response to Washington's denial of visas to Russian reporters accompanying Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's visit to the United Nations this week. Call for training on military jets. Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba reiterated the country's call for F-16 fighter jet training from allies in a meeting with foreign ministers from 8 countries on Thursday. Getting military training on how to maneuver the aircraft could be the first step in the country gaining access to the jets, Kuleba said. Visit by Czech Republic and Slovak leaders. The presidents of the Czech Republic and Slovakia visited Ukraine on Friday, their first joint visit abroad, Slovakian President Zuzana Čaputová said in a tweet on Friday. Čaputová said the visit is intended to bring a message of friendship, solidarity, and support, noting that the 3 countries share parts of common history. Grain import ban. Zelensky called out the destructive impact of bans on Ukrainian grain imposed by several European countries, on the grounds that the imports were undercutting the other nations' domestic prices. He said Friday he had discussed the issue with the president of the EU Council, Charles Michel. Putin's decree. President Vladimir Putin signed a decree Thursday that allows the deportation of Ukrainian citizens from the territories declared annexed by Russia if they are considered a national security threat. Rescuers are still searching for missing children thought to be under the rubble of the apartment building hit by a Russian missile Friday in the central Ukrainian city of Uman. Firefighters are trying to reach the lower floors of the bombed-out building, where they believe a young boy and girl are trapped, officials told a CNN team on the scene. The parents of both children survived the attack and have been trying to call the kids' cell phones. A call went through to one of the phones, but rescuers could not hear anything. Police at the site have brought in psychologists and a DNA testing center to help local families. A school near the blast site is providing shelter and clothing to families who lost their homes. The Russian strike killed at least 23 people, including 4 children, and Ukrainian authorities expect the death toll to climb. The Uman strike came in a wave of attacks by Russia's forces across central Ukraine early Friday.